Yo, what's up guys, Felix from John Lifestyle. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the greatest skill set you can acquire and the greatest skill set I've acquired from entrepreneurship. Now, before this video gets started, be sure to check the description down below. My contact information as well as my other social medias are down there, as well as different business resources as far as how to buy and resell medical commodities. That's the first link. The second link is information on how to buy and resell pallets. The third link is the book that me and my buddy Jeff wrote on how to be an independent courier. The fourth link is about how to recover lost surplus funds. And the fifth link is my mentor in real estate's wholesaling book on how to wholesale houses. Now, my buddy asked me the other day, I'm helping him, it's one of my mentees, I'm helping him start his business. I'm showing him, mindset things, different things that really are needed at the beginning stages if you want to be an entrepreneur. I'm literally giving him the game on how to do everything. And I'm going to be starting some sort of group mentorship coaching, probably on Patreon, where I can show a large scale of you guys how to do different things in business. And in this video, I want to talk about the greatest skill set that I've acquired, which is knowing how to sell. Knowing how to sell is by far the greatest skill set you can have in business, because it allows you to go out there and, one, be able to determine your income, and two, you can never, ever be put out of business, right? Even if one business were to fail, even if everything I have going on right for me right now were to come crashing down, right? And he was asking me, if everything were to come crashing down, right? I think actually the actual question he asked me is, what would I do if the dollar crashes, right? If, cash is eliminated, literally the currency of what we have in America literally becomes wiped out, right? The first thing that I would do, and this is going to be kind of a question answered in two parts, is number one, it's really important to have a strong network, right? Because a lot of my friends are, six-figure earners and seven-figure earners. So because I do have some resources, I would say not only monetary resources, but, network resources. The first thing I would do is I wouldn't make an instant move. Like literally, if the world became like literally nobody was using the US dollar anymore, I would first see what everybody in my network is doing. I would network with different people and see, okay, what are you guys doing? Are you guys going to buy a bunch of resources? Are you guys going to go to farmland? What are you guys going to do? Because if nobody's using currency anymore, this world will drastically change quickly. And I told him the first thing I would do is I would strategize. I always like to strategize before I make a move, because it gives you the best possible option for success. So the first thing I would see is I would strategize. Now, without that factor being in this scenario, even if everything I had came crashing down, right, I would use my ability to sell, right? I've done many businesses where I've learned sales skills, where I've learned in-person skills. And if you know how to sell, there's so many options out there. Now, what a lot of people do is if everything came crashing down, they would just revert back to a job. And while sometimes you have to do what you have to do, if I had to get a job scrubbing toilets, I'm humble enough to do it. I don't care what level you're at. If you can't go back to scrubbing toilets, then, that says something about you. Me personally, I don't care what I have to do to make my way back to the position that I'm in and better. But having the ability to learn how to sell can really put you at an advantage, not only if you had to build back up, but to advance in greater areas of life, because you could do consultations, and you could do, not even consultations, but you can really advance your business, because business is a people business. You have to be good with people. I don't care if you're an introvert or whatever you say, that you don't like people, you're not good with people. Listen, you will learn this over time. I'm somebody who's very reserved and likes to stick to myself, but at the same time, I've learned how to deal with people, talk to people, interact with people, and sell to people. Because if you can learn how to sell, you can never be broke again a day in your life. You can never be broke, even if you do go broke. And like I said, broke and poor is completely two different things. Broke is a stage. Poor is a mindset. Broke people are, you're broke in the moment, but you're not poor. You know where you're trying to go. You know what you're trying to do. Just the amount of digits in your bank account is low. Poor people, it's almost like they gave up, right? So when you know how to sell, you can always work your way out of a situation, because you know how to connect with people and you know how to get people to buy your products and services. So the greatest thing that you can learn how to do is sell. Whether you have a job right now selling cars, whatever it is, I would recommend to everybody, if you're not in a position where you can go out there and sustain your living expenses in your life from your own business. Go get a job where you're selling, whether you're selling, something in banking, maybe loans. Maybe you're selling, phones. Maybe you're selling cars. Get something where you're having interaction. People to people business, B2B, B2C, and learn how to interact with people. Learn how to see what people need. How to make people feel good, because people love to buy, right? I was telling my buddy that as well. People love to buy. People don't like to be sold. So if you can learn how to sell and you aren't pushy and you're just there to make the interaction and the whole process of them buying smooth, people will buy from you all day long. So this isn't going to be a super long video. Like I said, if the world came crashing down, I would first, kind of network and, use my skill sets that I've had in entrepreneurship to build something back up. And, I could do that with sales, because there's always opportunity when you're providing, products and services to people. But besides that, if I lost everything tomorrow, I would just go get a sales job where, my commission can be determined, my pay can be determined by my work ethic. See, with the job where you're making 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, just even call it a job, because there are some union jobs and jobs out there where you're making, $50, $60 an hour, which is cool. But if you put somebody on a strictly commission structure payout, they're going to go a lot harder, because they're not guaranteed a check at the end of the week or at the end of the month, right? So working on commission and working a sales job where you determine your payout or your commission, or you basically eat what you kill, will put you not only in a position to learn a lot, but it really won't put a cap on it, right? Because someone who makes $60 an hour, they can only make so much in a year. But I bet you somebody working at a low-level car dealership, say Honda, not at low level, but it's not like high price, high ticket cars, somebody selling, Ferraris. And I would actually be interested to know how, selling Ferraris matches up for selling, a volume of Hondas, because a lot of more people probably come in and are buying Hondas than, people who are buying Ferraris. But nonetheless, going out there and learning sales skills, learning how to negotiate and talk to people and have objection handling and stuff like that is a lifetime skill set. Once you learn how to sell, you can almost never be broke. And if you are broke, you can build yourself right back up. So like I said, acquire skill sets. If you're not in the position right now to operate your business full time, get a job where, one, you can earn while you learn. Maybe you're working in the field. Maybe if you want to be a photographer or a filmer, you're working for a filmer. Or two, get a sales job where you can go out there and learn how to sell, learn how to write up contracts, learn how to write up deals, learn how to talk to people, learn how to negotiate. Even if you're not a people person, I was never a people person, and I'm sort of introverted and stuff like that, and I've still learned how to sell, how to negotiate, and actually do it very well. So there you guys have it. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to put a thumbs up on it. Check the information in the description. Be sure to subscribe. We're on the road to 100,000 subscribers by the end of 2022. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.